Thursday, July 2nd, 2020, mark the one wey MP dem na the Salon Parliament begin the debate for Seka President Julius Maada Bio in speech wey he make May 28 this year, wey he open the third session of the Salon Parliament. During this occasion, the president talk on wetin in government don do from where he take power, wetin he get for do, and the area dem where government get challenge. Now this same speech wey President Bio make, MP dem don start for debates, where the main purpose of this debate na for tell the president thank you for wetin parliament generally see as good talk if dem like, as in the case of the ruling party SLPP. But sef, the opposition party dem get right for agree or disagree on some of the issue dem where the president talk about as part of them role wey dem get na the country in democracy.
Be resolved that the members of parliament here assembled wish to thank His Excellency the President for the address he so graciously delivered on the occasion of the state opening of the third session of the fifth Parliament.
Now the leader of government business, Honorable Matthew Sanyuma, be moved the motion of thanksgiving to President Bio for Seka the state opening speech, where he been take them gidis bientem. And from the side of the ruling SLPP, Honorable Francis Amara Kaisamba, where they represent constituency 20 na Kenema district, second this motion and been start the ball rolling for talk on the improvement where he said the government don't make inside the education sector when in flagship program.
The president was quick to remind us again that 21% of the current budget of the government has been allocated to free quality education. And he mentioned that at this stage, over 2 million children have access to free quality education. There are school buses running all over this country. School-going children are benefiting from teaching and learning materials. There are feeding programs going on in some parts of the country. In some parts of the country, and I'm sure other parts will equally benefit as we go along. And so, that there is hope and eventually the flagship project of which the president will succeed. He equally spoke of the technical and vocational institutions being erected across the country. Because that is another aspect of education which we've been lacking as a country, the middle manpower. So we have a lot of TVET institutions now opening up, all but in the vein of cushioning and improving our education system in the country.
From the bench of the main opposition APC party in Parliament, Honorable Ugiatu Rosie Kanu, where they represent constituency 113 na Allentown at the far east na Freetown, get strong issue with the education sector, where President Bio believes in government don't do well for improve.
Mr. President said according to his speech, they have recruited more teachers, trained more teachers. If I said, they do recruit or train teachers. Now, do they pay the teachers? Yeah. No. 2 weeks ago, we had a demonstration. Teachers demonstrating for salaries. How do you expect to achieve the quality education when you cannot enhance the capacity and morale of teachers? How can you enhance quality education when you cannot enhance the status, their commitment, and the income of the
Honorable Sir Francis Bendu, na deputy leader for the C4C party na Parliament, he tell thank you to President Bio for some reason them, but same we should get some concern them where he been take them explain.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank His Excellency very much. During the last debate, I suggested in this house that the military should be considered. They should buy them equipment to at least participate in peacekeeping missions to boost up their morale. And in this address, the president did capture that. I also recommended that the military should be empowered at least to take part in engineering work. He also captured that. For which I must say thank you, His Excellency. The only concern I have is that the implementation. The president will have said this. How are they going to implement it? Is it just going to remain on the paper or they will implement it? I will tell you an example of that. During the first debate, the president did promise us in page 22, paragraph 87, that Mr. Speaker, with your leave, the new direction SLPP government will review and implement policies and laws relating to disability, especially making policies facility disability friendly. Mr. Speaker, that was the first address of His Excellency. In this address, there is nothing concerning disability issue, and there is nothing being done in addressing the disability friendliness to building, to institutions. They are building new structures as we speak. Even this house, the clerk of this house did promise that they are going to do railings to make this building disabled friendly. Ramps, whatever you call them. If you look around now, you see no. So that is my concern. If we are raising issues, we want you to take them to consideration to address your future issues.
Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte, they represent constituency 132 na Lumley and other area them inside Freetown. Now this even gets for say, but the economy for the past 2 years with the SLPP government don't they in control.
Before 2018, a single bank in Sierra Leone was receiving a foreign currency inflow of about $30 million. These are monies coming from London Mining, 14 million, African Minerals, 14 million, Plan International, 2 million, Save the Children, 5 million, UNICEF, 2 million, China Henan, 500,000, others, 2 million, Sokfin, 1 million, other minor contributors, 3 million. Mr. Speaker, that is just one bank. And if a country, collectively, at a run rate of this, you take 14 banks, we are talking about 100 plus millions of dollars coming in as inflow. And if all of that inflow in one go disappear, Mr. Speaker, the economy will struggle. In spite of these challenges, the economy has weathered, and we have seen tremendous progress in the economy. Mr. Speaker, let me give you an highlight. The 2020 budget read in this house made mention of critical risk factor that will derail the implementation of the budget. And one of those factors, or few of those factors, are unexpected shortfall in domestic revenue collection. Mr. Speaker, nobody needs to tell them that the COVID has affected the domestic revenue of this country. But notwithstanding all of these challenges, we are able to pay salaries for members of parliament and every other personnel in this country, month in, month out. Mr. Speaker, we have increased salary 3 times in 2 years. We have increased the salaries of teachers by 20% in COVID time.
But this na how Honorable Daniel Kuruma of constituency 46 na Konyadugu districts respond to Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte on this debate at the Well of Parliament.
And based on his last submission, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, he made it very clear that the government is being able to pay the salaries, allowances of every sector workers, all personnel. But as I speak to you now, there's a press release done by the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association dated 1st July 2020. In that press release, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, with your leave, I read paragraph 3 of that press release. I read, in view of this, the SLMDA is giving notice that all medical doctors in treatment and isolation centers will withhold their services within 24 hours of this notice. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, meaning from yesterday to today, they have already withheld their services as a result of non-payment of their allowances pursuant to the memorandum of understanding that was transpired between the Minister of Finance and the self-help workers.
So did I know?
other MP them from the ruling and opposition party them been talk about waiting them feel but President Bio in speech this bientem for opening the third session of the Saloon Parliament and these debates. According to the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Dr. Abbas Chernobundu, they continue at the Well of Parliament Friday, July 3rd this year. For Saloon Parliament, I on Gla TV Online. Mina Abdullah Gla, the report.